Well, I want to thank Bob Fleiter for doing a great job as our Director of Agriculture. Last year, we were #1 in the country at growing soybeans, #2 in corn, and the predictions for this current harvest are very, very excellent for Illinois, both in soybeans and corn and other crops as well. As Bob just said, we want to encourage everyone in our state, all 13 million people, to buy Illinois when it comes to food. Over at the Governor's Mansion, we try to buy as much as we can within a short distance from the mansion as far as food, and we have 272 events a year at the Governor's Mansion. People rent it out and come and visit and have receptions there. Try and make sure Illinois food comes first. And it's very important that we honor the men and women of agriculture, not only on Ag Day at the fair, but every day. We really owe a permanent debt of gratitude to our farmers across Illinois who do such a great job. Rich Gebhardt, who's here from the Farm Bureau, he and I visited Poland. We visited, I think, China, and I think we went to Brazil, too, along the way to help pave the way for Illinois agriculture. We want to be a state that feeds the world, and we know how to export. And as Bob Fleiter just mentioned, we've been able to grow our exports in general, but particularly our agricultural exports in new markets. We want to break into some of these markets that historically have been closed to us. Korea, we're coming there to make sure that people understand how important it is to have a strong bilateral and multilateral trade program, and we want to always emphasize the strength of our Illinois agriculture and also living in rural Illinois. I used to be, as Lieutenant Governor, the head of the Rural Affairs Council in our state. We want people who live in rural Illinois to have access to high-speed internet, to have access to the kind of schools and education that we all want for our kids and our students. And we also want to make sure our health care and our public safety are second to none. And I'm going to bring forward here in a minute Don Moffett, Representative Moffett, who has made really a career out of sponsoring and passing bills that help not only our fire service and all those volunteers in our fire service, particularly in rural Illinois, but also other bills that help us in rural Illinois maintain a standard of living, a quality of living that people really respect and enjoy. It's important to make sure that we have sons and daughters of our men and women in agriculture stay in their communities and grow with those communities. We've invested very heavily in our health care and our rural hospitals across Illinois, our critical access hospitals. We want to make sure they're there today and there tomorrow. It's very, very important for the health care needs of folks in rural Illinois. Same way with our schools. We want to make sure we invest in our educational, not only grammar schools and high schools, but our community colleges. So this is a day where we're going to sign some bills that help rural Illinois, that help our agriculture, that make sure that all of those who are getting to market are doing so with vehicles that are safe and sound. Ag Day at the Illinois State Fair in 2014. We got